Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to episode 3 of Ask Rubbbbsy, and it's also going to be episode 4 right after this one. But I just had enough questions for it. I had enough questions for it this week, and why limit the amount of questions I answer if the questions are there? Will it make the series last a little shorter? That's fine. I'll come up with something else. So here we go. And I think what I'm going to start doing, I started it last week, and I said, I'm just going to answer the questions, and I'll find a gameplay for it with the time kind of close to whatever. I'm not looking at the gameplay right now. I'll just find a video for it, just so I have, I don't have to worry about crunching numbers, I guess. So first question is FPS Brian, I with a 1. What changes would you implement to make Modern Warfare 3 better? It's kind of a weird question, because if I said something that would make the game better, there could be, 1,000 other people who say that would make the game worse. I think they're doing a good job on, so far at least, of, patching. I haven't really had any spawn problems like ridiculous. I know they're still there, but I've actually been kind of learning the spawns a little bit better. So I don't know if it's just that or the spawns are still bad, but just overall making the game more balanced, I think that would make the game better. Let's see, the Celico project asked, what was your progression in Call of Duty from the first one you played until Modern Warfare 3 in terms of KD? Also, if you can remember, where do you see Call of Duty going in the next 2 or 3 years? Sorry, I couldn't really read that because I put it on like a notepad and it doesn't stretch out all the way, so I had to scroll over. In terms of KD, I think in the first Call of Duty, I started off with Call of Duty 4, and I think it was around like a 1 even KD. But also, that's probably, in Call of Duty 4 was 100%, World at War was probably about 90%, where I played hardcore team deathmatch. I played with a group of buddies who played hardcore all the time, so I guess that's kind of skewed a little bit. But to answer the question, like if I can remember when I didn't play hardcore, it was like a 1-6 in Modern Warfare 2. Where do I see Call of Duty going in the next 2 or 3 years? I don't know. I thought of that the other day. I might have posted in a video asking, or talking about where it could go. And I don't have an answer for it. I mean, if they're done with Modern Warfare, if they're done with World War II, I think they said before this past one, or before Black Ops came out. The rumors Black Ops 2, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they can really keep doing that, over and over and over again. It's just like they have one idea and then they're just gonna do like 3 of those games. I don't know. We'll see. But Black Ops is a good game. I'm confident Treyarch's gonna put out a really good product. What Call of Duty, or I didn't get the name for this one, sorry, but it's still answered in the previous question. What Call of Duty did you start on? Call of Duty 4. Tech Headshots asked, do you play on default? I do play on default. Every game I say I'm going to play on tactical, but I just keep on playing on default. I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. It works for me, so. Jumpsuit Man 85, what has to be your all-time favorite map in every, so I assume he's asking map in every Call of Duty. I probably won't answer in every Call of Duty what my favorite map was, but just I can't even remember 4 or World at War maps too much, but in terms of Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, Probably firing range. I really like firing range from Black Ops. If I had to pick a Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2 map, I would probably say Subbase, maybe. Subbase, Favela, Wasteland. All those maps are pretty good in Modern Warfare 2. I didn't really have a in the regular map pack before any map packs came out. The regular base maps are all pretty good. Wow, I'm not getting any names here. But it's what is one thing you would like to change most about the world? And would you break the law to save a loved one? Oh, I did get the name. My Creamy Clit makes an appearance for the 3rd straight week. So what is the one thing you would like to change most about the world? Probably just like all the hatred. I mean, not in terms of like on YouTube, but in terms of actual like so and so wants to blow me up for just because I'm from America, and they have no idea why, or from the Crusades or whatever. I'm not that worried about it, I guess. But would you break the law to save a loved one? Probably. I mean, it just depends on like, I mean, am I running a traffic light, or do I have to kill somebody so they don't kill, my mom or something like that? Or like I always think of this, like if I have a kid or whatever and something happens to them where so and so, like would I kill somebody else? I don't know, like, because I don't have a kid, I can't put myself in those shoes, but that's something I think about. Toxic Kills asked, if everything goes well with your girlfriend, are you going to ask her to marry you? Wink wink. I don't know. I know Caitlin listens to the video, so that's why I put this one in there. I always joke about it, like, I get down on a knee and I'm like, Caitlin, will you go get me a Coke or something? just something cheesy like that. But I don't know. Caitlin and I are both open with each other, and we both have some decisions to make in the future, and we'll see where that goes. I can't say no. That would be unfair, but I can't say yes because you can't guarantee that. Holman7733 asked, what do you think about the 99% Wall Street movement? I don't like it. I think like the Wall Street or the Occupy Wall Street or whatever, it's kind of weird, I guess. Not in terms of like the beliefs or your constitutional right to hold a protest, but like it isn't. I think it's all about your high unemployment, and I guess I know there's a bunch of other things, and I don't want to sound like an expert on it, but it's all about like high unemployment and economic inequality, I guess. So, but what are those people doing? They're sitting in a park for days and days and days. They don't have jobs. They're not doing anything to help that. So why are they protesting that? That's what I don't understand about it. But I guess if that's what they want to do, if that's what makes them happy, go do it. Mr. Sneaky Jew 42 asked, what has been your longest relationship with a girl? Is it still going on, and how did you break up? I would probably, I mean, what I would consider like a serious relationship is probably past, anything past like your sophomore year in high school. But I guess if I was answering all the questions, I would say probably, I think it was about 2.5 years, and it didn't end well. I will say that. Would you rather be rich but hated, or poor but loved? Asked Charm of Chance 13 hours ago. It depends on how I'm hated. Am I like Kanye West, where a lot of people hate me, but a lot of people also love like what I do? Or am I like super poor, like I strive to help other poor people out, but everybody loves me. So in terms of just the question, I would probably rather be rich but hated, just because I have more options. And if you have a ton of money, a lot of those people don't care what other people think. So I would probably go with that one. Rich but hated. if that sounds okay, I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. So 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Maybe I'll try and find 2 videos to post up for you guys, because I know this one went a little long. And I'm going to go do the episode 2. So we'll see how those questions go. Alright, I'll see you guys in about 15 seconds.